I'm here by special appearance by coactus
And what's your name?
cinnamon. Well, I still do not consent to these proceedings. Well, I never had a driver's license, so I still don't consent to any of these proceedings.
All right, guys, buckle up, because today we are witnessing something I honestly thought I'd never see. A sovereign citizen actually using her brain. Yeah, you heard me right. This woman walks into court, hits us with the classic special appearance nonsense, and refuses to consent to the proceedings. You know, the usual Facebook lawyer starter pack. But here's where it gets wild. Instead of spiraling down the rabbit hole of UCC code gibberish and fairy tale legal arguments, she suddenly pauses. For the first time in sovereign citizen history, it's like two brain cells.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Cinnamon Woodford. This is ticket number P1217275. Count 1, no plates on a trailer. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drive while license suspended. Appearance for the record, starting with, I don't think counsel is represented in this matter. So Ms. Woodford, state your name for the record, please.
I'm here by special appearance by coactus
And what's your name?
cinnamon
Last name too?
Woodford.
All right, ma'am. Now, you know you have the right to have an attorney in this particular matter. This is a misdemeanor matter. And by right, under law, you have the right to have a representative in the form of an attorney for this particular matter. Would you like to have an attorney in this matter?
I do not consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. I do not consent to being surety of this case and proceedings. I demand the bond be brought forth immediately so I can see who will indemnify me if I'm damaged.
Okay, so the question that I asked is that, did you want to have an attorney provided for you in this particular matter, Ms. Woodford?
I do not consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. I do not consent to being surety of this case and proceedings. I demand the bond be immediately brought forth so I can see who will indemnify me if I'm damaged.
Ms. Woodford, you're quoting from civil, well, not even civil procedure. Right now, you're quoting from the UCC. This is a criminal/traffic matter. So those proceedings govern these type of cases and these type of matters.
What crime did I commit?
Ms. Woodford, if you do not wish to participate, then what ends up happening is that this matter will go into a show cause. After the show cause, then it will enter into what's called a bench warrant for your arrest until you handle this matter, at least the misdemeanors. And these are all misdemeanor offenses. So that's how this is handled on this particular end and this particular point. The offenses that have been alleged at this point in time is that there were no plates on your trailer, that there was no insurance on a Chevy vehicle, that's a 2007 Chevy vehicle, and that the driver's license was suspended that you had. And so those are the offenses that have been alleged at this point in time. Right now, they are just allegations. So you have the right to have an attorney, which I don't know if you would like to have that right or not. You have the right to have a jury trial. You have the right to have a bench trial. A jury trial is a trial before 6 people of the community in the city of Detroit who come and they will hear the facts, and based on the evidence and based on the law will make a decision. A bench trial is the same thing, only a judge, being myself, would sit there and I would hear those same facts and evidence and apply the same law in the same way. You also have the right to plead to these matters. There can be an officer.
I'm not here to plead, ma'am.
High-fived each other, and she realized, wait a second, maybe this script doesn't work. I know, shocking, right? We might actually be seeing the rarest sight of all, a sovereign citizen evolving mid-trial. Now, don't get me wrong, she still throws out the I don't consent, I demand the bond garbage at first, and the judge, who deserves a medal for patience, tries explaining that this is a criminal traffic matter, not some secret UCC tribunal from a YouTube video. And of course, she keeps insisting she's not here to plea, as if showing up to court is just optional cosplay. At one point, the judge literally lays out her options like she's talking to a child. Jury trial, bench trial, lawyer, pick one. And what does she do?
Ms. Warford, these are your choices. So it's up to you. It's a decision that you have to make. It's not gonna go away, okay? Just because you want it to go away, it's not gonna go away. There is jurisdiction for it. So it's your decision on today. If you don't want to participate, then it's going to go into show cause because you can keep coming and it's just going to hang out there. But eventually we're going to have to adjudicate this matter at some point in time because it cannot remain on this docket indefinitely. So you have to make some decisions as to what you would like to do with these matters.
Well, I still do not consent to these proceedings.
Okay. So if you do not want to participate, I'm going to be forced to put it into what's called a warrant. You have to participate. So you have to come in and ready to go with something. I know you may not like it, but as a person who is a citizen of the United States of America, who is a person who lives in Michigan and is utilizing the services of our world and our community, these are the things that have been alleged. Now, if you're saying that the officer wasn't, correct in those or something, your license was valid or you had car insurance and you can present all of that, then we can try and figure out if we can get a new offer or something different. But other than that, you do have to stand for these particular allegations that have been made at this point in time.
Well, I never had a driver's license, so I still don't consent to any of these proceedings. So, I mean, I still don't consent to these proceedings. The offer is not accepted. So,
ma'am, you can stop reading that. I know they've given you a line cue that you are able to read off of, but this is as long as you utilize the services of everything in the city of Detroit and you fail to do those things, this is the ticket that proceeds. But I don't know that you failed. You said you don't have a license, but did you have car insurance at that time that you could present?
no.
Was it a trailer on the back of the vehicle?
Judge, I'm sorry. I know I'm not on this case, but if I could file an amicus brief of sort. Judge, I'm a little uneasy with, this is Matthew Dupree, P80132. I'm a little uneasy with the questioning here, just because technically if this matter were set for trial, what she says here could be used against her. And so I'm not sure she should necessarily be answering those questions.
You want your representation, Mr. Dupree?
She did not, Judge.
Did you ask her if she wanted your representation?
I did, Your Honor.
Did the court ask her if she wanted her representation?
You did, Your Honor.
You can continue to talk, Mr. Dupree. I appreciate you stepping in on her behalf.
I appreciate that, Judge. Your Honor, I'm just I just thought I would make that representation. I don't think the city attorney would actually pull the transcripts, but it is worth noting that anything she said here, could come back. So it might, I'm not sure that necessarily that questioning would be appropriate. Sorry, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Dupree. I appreciate you coming in to step to the rescue of Ms. Woodard so that she understands.
It's Woodford.
Woodford. Sorry, ma'am. Ms. Woodford. Ms. Woodford?
Mm-hmm.
We have to make a decision. So how do you want to move forward with this?
Stares down the judge and repeats, "I don't consent." Honestly, at that moment, I thought this was heading straight for contempt, a warrant, maybe even a free ride to county jail. But then, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, she does something no sovereign citizen ever does. She actually accepts court-appointed counsel. Yes, she looked the judge dead in the eye and basically said, "Yeah, I'll take the lawyer." That's right, folks. History has been made. She just violated the unspoken code of every sovereign Facebook group in existence. I swear somewhere out there, a whole community of basement lawyers just kicked her out of their Zoom meetings. The real question, though, is this genuine growth or just survival mode because she realized jail food doesn't come with organic seasoning? I mean, we've all seen these people before. They'll scream, "I do not consent," until they're...
Well, I'm not here to plead because I'm not here to
Would you like
plead.
a bench or a jury trial?
Are you making that determination for me, ma'am?
You have to have a bench or a jury trial. You told me you don't want to plead, that's fine. You probably should have a jury trial then. And I don't have any jury trials for this year.
Are you
So,
making that determination for me, ma'am?
if you don't make the determination, yes, the court is making the determination for you. Yes, because I have to move it. I have to move it. So it's either, well, Attorney Dupree, can I have a bench trial now? I don't want to violate anything.
No, Judge, she has to explicitly waive her right to a jury trial, and strictly speaking, she has to do it in writing. So I would say if she's saying she will not plead, that would be standing mute, and I think the court would have to set it for a jury trial.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I had a very bad power surge.
I figured as much. So no, back on the record, I figured that it happened because you kind of froze up, and my clerk informed me that you froze completely. So
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm setting this for a jury trial because the alternate is that I can put this in warrant status. And I don't want to do that unless I necessarily have to. So at that point in time, you could be able to have your day in court. Just say whatever you want to say at that point in time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to, but I have to do a pre-trial because I don't have any dates right now. But I have your name down. But that will give you the opportunity. You will be able to talk to the jurors. You will have the opportunity to have testimony taken. I know you don't want counsel, but you can have the right to have counsel at that point in time. Would you like to have me assign counsel to you?
I need effective counsel at that.
In handcuffs, and then suddenly it's, Your Honor, may I please have a lawyer? But this one feels different. So let's see how this plays out when the judge sets her case and she finally faces the music. So after all the I don't consent theatrics and the shocking twist where she actually accepted free counsel, you'd think the story would end with her getting humbled in court, right? Wrong. Because when her trial day finally rolls around, guess what? The officer who wrote the tickets doesn't even bother to show up. Her attorney, who honestly deserves a trophy for stepping in when she was about to sink herself, immediately jumps in with a motion to dismiss. And just like that, the judge says, granted, case dismissed. Clean slate. She walks out of court scot-free. I mean, can you believe that? This woman spent half the hearing reading off some Facebook script about bonds and consent, refused to acknowledge the...
Now calling the matter of the people versus Cinnamon Cheyenne Warford. This is ticket number P1217275. Count 1, no plates or trailer. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Also calling ticket number SP110222272. This is no proof of insurance. Count 1 of that same ticket is no receipt of registration. This is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Your name, please, ma'am.
Senator Woodford.
Thank you, Ms. Woodford. These matters are set for trial. I do not believe there's been an officer who has checked in with the people being unprepared now at 11 a.m. approximately at the case set for 9. We'd ask you to consider a motion to dismiss here without prejudice. Okay.
No officer having checked in on any of these matters, the court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. You're all set, Ms. Woodford, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
You too.
Law basically incriminated herself on record and still walked out with everything thrown out. If that's not the universe, rewarding chaos, I don't know what is. And here's the kicker. She actually thanked the judge and wished them a good day on the way out. Like suddenly she's the sweetest defendant in the world. Honestly, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or just accept that we are living in a simulation where sovereign citizens occasionally get lucky breaks. But let's be real. This wasn't her brilliance. It was pure dumb luck. The only reason she's not buried in fines right now is because the officer couldn't be bothered to show. And let's not forget, she almost torpedoed her entire case by refusing to plead, refusing to choose a trial, and demanding imaginary bonds like she was casting spells in court. The lesson here? Sometimes, even the most stubborn sovereign citizen can stumble into the right decision. She took the free counsel, finally shut up long enough to let her lawyer speak, and in the end, walked away clean. Now the big question is, do you think she actually learned from this? Or is she going to be back in that same courtroom next month with a new Facebook script about maritime law and strawman theories? Personally, I'm betting on round 2. But hey, at least for today, she somehow managed to win.